In another championship, just played in one before in the conference before this with Alaska. And he's in for the first time. 12 seconds remaining on the Trombang Dexter's shot clock.
Now this is an interesting substitution. Just nakita ni Coach Atreas that Dondon Indiveros started to wax hot, and he was up against Jason Castro playing defense, a much smaller player. So now he brings in a Larry Fonachel to play defense against Dondon Indiveros, and he slides Jason Castro over to the number 1 spot. So, you know, if you have a lot of players, if you have a lot of aces in your deck of cards, you're able to do that. Switch around players.
Iba na, no? Pag apat yung alas mo, no? Mag-iiba talaga yung laro. And that is exactly what's happening to Chot Reyes right now. A lot of flexibility and a lot of variations that he can come up with. Buenacer snaps it over to Williams. The shot. Yes! Falcon Tex comes within 1. Here's Kabagnon. Danny I trying to break down the defense of Valley Big. The turnaround won't bite. Rebound control by Buenacer. Here comes Buenacer. Stops. Tries to go to Peak. Can't get it through. Ball on the ground. Williams re-secures it. Shot clock continues to tick away. 9 on the shot clock of Falcon Tex. Jason Castro being pushed out. Inside to Peak. Short stab. Yes!
And Ali Peak, that kind of a shot, you need to challenge it. You just can't stand. You have to play tougher defense. Read where that ball is going to, particularly when you're close to the basket.
Falcon Texas is in the lead by 1. After being down by as large as 5 points, Arwin Santos can't get it to drop inside. Ball is blocked by Kelly Williams. Again,
San Miguel seems to be falling in love with that three-point shot. We mentioned in game number 1, they just took too many three-point shots and so few shots inside the painted area. That had good defense.
Yes, indeed. Buenacer clearly rejected by Santos. In the ensuing play, there was a foul. And that's probably what you were prescribing, Kinito. A bit of that, as San Miguel needs a defensive game to tie the series. Back in a moment. The ball has been retaken by Falcon Tex. The third steal by the Trombang Dexters. It'll go outside for San Miguel. Glad you're with us again. 2:42 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Cabagnot. Cabagnot looking inside. Nowhere to go. Bounces it over to Danny I. Danny makes that turnaround of his. It's short. It's kicked outside. It'll go to Falcon Tex. I see Olsen Racela taking off his warm-up jersey.
You know, under the circumstances, Coach Ato is going with his veterans. And you've got Olsen Racela, Dynamite Danny Siegel, and the Demolition Man Daniel Defonso playing at the same time.
Castro trying to break down the defense of Olsen. Here comes Harvey Carey. Olsen trying to anticipate the pick and roll. That is blocked. Here comes Rara. Can't control the ball. It's on the ground. He's on the ground. Danny I picks it up. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Here's Dynamite.
Danny Siegel going to his strength. You know that he's a shot maker. And he feels very comfortable going up against anyone that Falcon Tex matches him up against.
Oh, good reply on the other end. Jason Castro getting to be more confident with his outside shot. We've got a seesaw battle here in the first quarter. Both sides have tasted the lead. We're down to 1.5 minutes. 8 seconds on the shot clock. That shot doesn't work, and it's beginning to miss. It's not becoming a friend of San Miguel, that outside shot. Castros heave won't work. Ali Peak tries to tap it back in, no success. Olsen, nothing but blue shirts in front of him. We're down to less than a minute. Danny launches a 3. Yes!
Well, he's a man in the mission. Danny Siegel.
He was so free. I think he was also surprised that he was so free for the three. Launched it.
That's right. It was Ali Peak who was up against him.
In the meantime, a miss down by Talking Tech. San Miguel in the lead slightly by 1. Here's Salvacion looking inside, nowhere to go. They go back to Seagull. Has hit their last couple of shots. Seagull is tied up. No team near the penalty zone.
You know, with the way Talking Tech is playing defense, it's so difficult for San Miguel to orchestrate their plays. They can't seem to execute. They can't find the open man. They're relying on one-on-one plays. And luckily for them, they've got a Danny Seagull enjoying a mismatch against a much smaller Harvey Carey.
Here's Seagull again. The decision to try to pitch it inside. I think Talking Tech has just been wise to that ploy.
I think Talking Tech is reading that pick and roll play very, very well.
3 seconds on the shot clock, 15 in the game clock. Shot will not work. And San Miguel has missed a ton of shots here in this first quarter. Olsen says, why are you watching the ball? Come on, let's move.
I'm not sure if they're aware of how much time is left, but
Now-
there's the shot.
Now they are. It's been a fiercely fought first quarter in both sides. Frolicking with the lead, both have shown passion, fire, and desire, but which team will be able to hold it together for the next 3 quarters? Abangan! Just around the corner for the start of the second quarter. Gives us a lull, a gap here to talk to Coach Yang Yao. Kinito, maybe you have a question for Coach Yang.
But Coach Yang, gusto ko lang sana malaman, no, ano yung impression mo, your comments about the way San Miguel is playing defense so far, the way they're protecting the basket, and the way they're sprinting back in transition deep?
Well, San Miguel already used 9 players, so it's really just a sign that Coach Ato is trying to keep all of his players fresh. And it's really been a defensive first quarter for both teams. And whichever team I think is going to last longer with their defense just like that is going to win this game.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Yang Yao. We'll get back to you by halftime. And it's a 1-point lead. Kinito, you were worried about San Miguel taking many shots, too many shots in fact, that were not connecting, and they had to bring in Danny Seagull to help along as well.
I thought so. I thought there were too many outside shots being taken by San Miguel, and there was very little aggression in challenging the interior, which is something that they need to do. They need to go to the line, and they need to use their quickness to move inside. Problem is, every time they run a pick and roll, nababasa ng Talking Tech, so they're not able to get those shots close to the paint as often as they would like to.
You know, I'd like to go back to your point you're making about San Miguel trying to go too much one-on-one. I think they need one extra pass to make the offense flow just a little better.
I think the reason for that is that it looks like Talking Tech has all the bases covered. They're making it difficult for San Miguel to execute and make those big passes. But you also need to set screens. You need to be able to play the pick and roll so that you have a chance for someone to get free and take the wide open look.
23-22, Talking Tech's back in the lead. If you just joined us, there was an early lead by San Miguel, but Talking Tech erased that quickly. Shot clock down to 4. Seagull puts it up, no dice.
And it's really just been Danny Seagull who's been taking the shot for San Miguel here.
Reyes hop, step, and jump. And I have it a good account, and I'm sure Magu will tell us about this in a while, that Brian Reyes is set to fly out tonight, but that depends on the flow of the game. First, let's go to Dominic.
Well, thank you, Seb. You know, it's not more about the X and the O's, but sabi nga ni Coach Ato, it's more about the mindset, the finals mindset of that. Bring back the level of intensity and play during the semifinal series versus the Gin Kings. He said the mindset translate to defense, especially transition defense, which in turn fuels their offense. In the last game, they were forced into one-on-one plays and isolation. At kasi gusto ni Coach Ato, obviously, he wants a change in the mindset for today.
Boy, that's something they'll have to work on very quickly here. And 2 veterans discussing that and surveying their bench as well. That's a good report coming from Dominic. Alapag is back in the game. The floater, too strong. Rebound controlled by Seagull. Here's Yo, the Seagull, top of the keyhole. Wide open shot. Jay Wash rings the bell. It's a 3 and Jay Wash a 6. San Miguel back in the lead by 2. Carey brushes away the defense, tries to tap it back in. Cleaned up by Ali Peak, and it'll go.
Second chance points going here for Doc and Tex. But back in the first quarter, we talked about how San Miguel had to play unforgiving defense. Well, they held Doc and Tex to less than 40% shooting, and that's a very positive sign for them. They need to be able to maintain that kind of consistency in defense.
In the meantime, a Sunday special on a Wednesday for Sunday Salvacion.
Well, so far so good from the outside for San Miguel. The only field goal scored by San Miguel here in the second period have come from the three-point distance.
San Miguel enjoying a three-point edge, 28-25. Close range. This is where Talking Tex wants to go.
That's just a tough play by Harvey Carey. And you know he's got that power to be able to get off a shot like that against two defenders.
Jay Wash's attempt will not connect, and Sunday Salvacion and company have a chance to reset. Olsen Rosella asks for it, will set the table. Goes to Yo. Rosella launches, circles out. 8 minutes and 22 going left to play, rather. Jay Wash took it away and a foul in the subsequent action on Peak. First on Peak, first on Talking Tex. San Miguel has been called for 2 team fouls already.
Well, big matchup there at the center position is Jay Washington going up against Ali Peak now. And nababase ni Ali Peak, no? You know that Talking Tex wants to get that entry pass into the hands of Ali Peak close to the basket, because he's the type of guy who really won't look to score. He's going to look to pass. At nababase ni Jay Washington, that's why he was able to anticipate and get that steal.
Despite the connections by Talking Tex from the outside, Kinito, they're really intent on pounding the ball inside. It started with Ocampo. They're going to Carey, who should have taken the shot but decided to pass off. Recovers, goes to Kelly Williams. Outside to Bonacier. 3 if it bites. Rims out. Harry Carey keeps it alive. Dillinger. Alapod! No! It is outside, and it will stay with Talking Tex.
And what about the tenacity of the Talking Tex defenders in keeping that ball alive for multiple possessions?
That is a point you made earlier in the Dean Smith. Yes, he maced it.
And you know, Talking Tex really makes San Miguel pay. You get multiple possessions, you get more opportunities to score, and you have a Jimmy Alapag bearing that outside shot. You take a look at the three-point field goals made so far. Billman with the advantage in this department.
Boy, Kinito, this game, one team will lead by 5. It's erased very quickly, and the team will suddenly lead by 2. Probably it's a sign of this series, I don't know.
Well, you're also remembering game number 1. It was very close up to the third period. Tapos bumigay na lang ang San Miguel because of the deeper bench of Talking Tex. And the important thing is, ma-pace ni Coach Ato, gusto niya mga player niya. No? He needs to have a strong finish. And that means some fresh legs to carry the brunt of the attack in the fourth period.
Olsen misses his second attempt from outside. He will recycle the offense. They're down by 2, 7 minutes to play. Jay Wash isolated. Harvey Carey trying to stay in step. The bounce pass goes astray but will be kept by the Beermen. Jeff Artadi making his first appearance, and Olsen Rosella moves out. Pontiveros has also been dispatched anew. Artadi could be vital here in this stretch of the ballgame. Could create some steals, some impact points. In the meantime, it's taken away nonetheless. Here comes Alapag. Nice dish, but read by Pontiveros. Dondon doesn't force the issue. Wait for the rest of the game.
Well, I thought San Miguel again did a very good job in transition D. And they made Jimmy Alapag go to an angle on the side in that fast break, and then making it easier for them to deflect and steal, rather than for Alapag to go down the middle.
Jay Wash ended up babying the ball in the air, missed the shot.
You know, big problem for San Miguel when they're playing good defense is that they're not able to get good shots.
Nothing from the inside, the low post. They're really courting the outside. They're trying to bring it inside.